todos hacen lo mismo. Sí, 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 claro. No, pues, o sea, a la Bruna. Claro, ni dónde esconderte. Ni dónde esconderte con la burra esa.
Wow, look at the plane. Let's get to the top a bit. Oh, good. Oh, no, it's okay.
Grave, no, aquí está lleno de gente. Sí, sí, no. También. Y un pequeño imbécil que se la pasa pateando la cosa y haciendo temblar mi teléfono. No sé dónde tengo que apoyar. No. O sea, sí, pero no puedo poner mi clampa en el poste porque no le hace. Mi clampa está en la verja esa verja verde. Ya. Pero lo malo es que está conectada de un lado hasta el otro. No. Ahorita están llegando montones de aviones y helicópteros y todo. Sí, estoy agarrando mientras está aquí el porquería este. Porque su madre está a su lado. Yo feliz le daría una patada, mandarlo como si fuera pelota de fútbol al otro lado, pero lastimosamente su madre está al lado. Es un animal porquería. Parece que tuviera unos 2 años, no 2, digo unos 4 años. Sí. Sí. En el que si la fence, si la fence estuviera electrocutada sería bueno. Sí. Ahora está tirando piedras allá adentro. Su madre parece una bruta que... See. Hi, hello. I'm here in the UK. Hi Chris, how are you? Alguien me mandó un mensaje aquí. Estoy filmando live. Y entonces estoy hablando en inglés. Alguien me dice hello. Claro. Claro, podemos hablar en la casa. Yo voy a ir voy a ir a almorzar. Uy, está viniendo una avioneta bien bonita. Ya, la filmaré. Ya. Ya, Pavito, te veo en la casa. Ya, chao entonces. Chao, chao. Hey, that's amazing. You work in aviation for 20 years. Wow. Gulfstream Aerospace. Nice one. I'm just here. I mean, I really do like aviation. I'm into aviation. I fly small planes like the one there. Although that one there is a much bigger and expensive. I fly the PA-28s, which are a bit smaller. And I really like to come here and spot some planes. This is my local airfield. I don't actually fly from this airfield. I fly from another one, but it's a bit far away, so I don't get to go there and do some spotting. And today is very busy here. There's a lot of families here at the moment. I think there are some flights on those helicopters there, on those Robinson R-22 and the R-44 there. There is another one, just there's a blue one behind this. Saratoga. That's a nice machine. I don't often see it flying, but it's.
Look, Daniel, he's pushing it.
I often see it parked.
Daniel, he's pushing. It's very heavy, isn't it?
Lot of training going on here, lots of flight training, planes doing touch and goes. Yes, till the last breath. That's true. It's 3:30 here in the afternoon. And I think in 1 hour's time it's gonna get dark, because this airfield, well, actually we went back 1 hour today, So it's supposed to be 2:30, but it's 3:30. As a result, it's gonna get dark earlier. And I only have maybe another half an hour to be able to film here, do a bit of this live stream, and then I'm gonna go. But I think everybody's taking advantage because the sun is out. It is actually shining. It's been raining a lot the past few days. And even I haven't been able to fly. I haven't flown for 40 days now. And I need to do a checkout flight. My flying school like us to do a checkout flight every 42 days in order to be always sort of fresh when we go flying, because it's and I think it's a good thing, to be fair. Not many flying schools have those rules, but it's not a bad idea to be fresh every time you go flying. So I'm guessing there's a lot of trial flights going on here for kids. Maybe there's a lot of children today around. Something like that. These guys must have crossed the water. They are wearing life vests. So maybe they're coming from France. I've been to France a few times for lunch. Again, it is an expensive trip, but we share the flight between 3 or 4 of us, and that makes things a bit better, a bit cheaper. So Chris, if you're still there, what do you actually what do you do in the aviation world? Are you an engineer? Don't know if one of those helicopters will go again. I think they've been going all day. There's lots of PA-28s here, and there are some Cessnas as well. I never actually been on a Cessna. Would be interesting to go on one, see what it's like in comparison to the PA-28. So most of the planes I've been on have had the wings, the low wings like the PA-28. So I never actually been on a high wing plane. Apart from a Fokker, I think I've been on I went on a Fokker a long time ago, but that was more of a commercial sort of flight. Not me flying it. And there was a couple of A380s just went above me. They usually circle around this area before going into Heathrow. because certainly you could not get an A380 to land at this airstrip. That would be very challenging. Guessing that's gonna be parking right here. And there's another one just coming in to land, or maybe touch and go, not sure. That looks like it's landing. I don't think that's doing a touch and go. That's a nice little, that's Muni or something like that. What do you call them? I often see that plane going and coming back. Definitely active. And there's another one going to join the queue down there for takeoffs. Well, I'm not sure there's a queue at the minute, but usually there is. As always, 1 minute is extremely busy. The next minute, completely quiet. It seems to be that way. All the planes have to come in at once, off at once, land at once. Helicopters going, everything at once. But the minute you, and then everything quiets down. It's completely dead until it all happens again. It always seems to be the case. Although there are exceptions, of course. A few minutes ago, there was a nice Westland helicopter going. That was nice to see. There's another plane coming in. Oh, that's very similar to the one that just landed as well. Seems to be a few of those models around. I think maybe they are as reliable as the PA-28s and Cessnas and whatnot, which seems to be the planes that dominate the training world and the ownership world. Although I have a friend that owns, to the person that wrote something there, I don't understand the language, so sorry. Maybe you're saying hello. So all I can say is hello back. I have a friend that owns a Scottish Bulldog, and he's taking me in it a few times, and that can do a few maneuvers, of course, which is quite nice if you like acrobatic planes. Otherwise, it can make you sick, and you could be decorating the plane in a bad way. Anybody else out there into aviation? There's another one. That's a big one as well. Maybe a PA-32. Now another one starting up. So this is what I mean. Suddenly, there's gonna be planes taking off, planes landing, and the world of aviation getting busy again. I don't know what's happened to that windsock. I think it's got tangled up there because it's not moving at all. Plus, yes, it's kind of it's not very. There's no wind today. The wind is very, very mild. There is another windsock behind, sitting just behind that, the black helicopter, and it's practically moving very, very, very little. Sort of a small crosswind, possibly, but pretty much insignificant. And I guess this windsock will need to be untangled by somebody at some point. Well, there we are. There's another plane. There's another two joining the queue down. There must be a queue of 4 planes now, I think. And all of those are Pipers. Most of them must be doing their checkout flights. I mean, not checkout flights. They must be doing their power checks down there. And it is starting to get a little bit cold here, but we can survive another 10 minutes, 20 minutes before it gets dark. The sun is beginning to... sun is going down. And I think you have sort of half an hour. Once the sun goes down, you have an extra half an hour of flying or so, and then unless you're unless you have a night rating, you can't really fly or do any training after that. Well, unless you're with obviously doing a training for a night rating, or you are with an instructor. And I know that because I'm not night rated, and so I always have to check what time the sun goes down and whatnot. I think that little thing there takes fuel to the helicopters. Though last week it was fueling itself. Oh, there's a Cessna going, and then we have that big one going. Landing gear up. I'm gonna guess that's going. Probably, I'm guessing that's not coming back today. So I think there's gonna be another 4 takeoffs after they do their power checks and they line up into the runway. And I can't see anyone coming in to land at the moment. So they're probably gonna get going fairly quickly. Well, I'm in the UK, so I won't be voting in America. That would be North America. I'm actually from South America, but I live in the UK. But yeah, whatever you guys say, you have to vote for who you believe is going to be doing the best job for the country. That's doing a touch and go. And that is not really a very cheap plane to train on. Maybe someone's training for a commercial. I wanted to fly commercial, but I couldn't really do it because I had a medical condition that didn't allow me to fly at the time, only for me to find out 15 years later that I was able to fly. But by then, obviously, 15 years went past, and I dedicated my life to a completely different career. So these days I fly for leisure, and I work a lot to pay for that leisure because it's not cheap. But it's an amazing skill to learn to fly. 45 hours is what you need to get a PPL. Possibly costs between 10 and 15,000 pounds in the UK. Maybe a bit cheaper in the USA and other countries, I'm not sure. But it is definitely an amazing experience. Nothing quite light out there. Learn to fly and actually see the world from another perspective.
Look at this, boys, it's a Ferrari. Look at the Ferrari, boys. Give it to me. Ferrari.
What's this one?
Somebody's talking about a Ferrari. Oh yeah, there's a Ferrari right next to me. I hadn't noticed that. It's looking good. Let me show you. There it is. How did I not see that? Blinded by the planes. Well, it's a beautiful Ferrari, for sure. And there goes the Cessna. I've seen that Cessna a million times. Training here. Another robust plane, as well as these ones here. I've seen them work hard. That's Cessna 172, is it? And I think the one that took off is a 152. That is a Cirrus. And again, that Cirrus is always flying as well. I think after the Cessnas and Pipers and those Moonies, the Cirrus are also quite popular. At Blackbush, where I actually fly from, there is a few training schools that have those for training rather than PA-28s. And there is a couple of birds sitting on the back of that PA-28 there. Hopefully they're not damaging anything, like the antenna. There's another one coming in, but he's gonna have to do a go around because the Cirrus is still in the runway, so he has to go around. Full power. Flaps up whenever they have a positive rate, although their flaps are up anyway, so maybe they didn't have them down. Here we are. It's gonna be 4 o'clock in 8 minutes. And I think I'm gonna be ending my live in the next 8 minutes anyway, because I'm gonna go home. I didn't have any lunch. This morning I actually went on a bike ride with my brother. Motorcycle ride, because the sun is out and it's shining. We don't often get sunny days in England. This year's summer was a little bit short, but best not to complain. If we are lucky enough to be able to go out for a ride on a bike or go on a plane, then we are very lucky, because there is a lot of other things going on in this world that are very tragic. So moaning or complaining about the weather is a no-go zone, or anything else for that matter. Lovely, very nice Cirrus. Don't know if that is getting ready to go or not. I think he might be checking the oil. Or he's just checking it, getting it ready for tomorrow or something. We'll soon find out. And those R44s, well, the R22, the R44, definitely the only helicopters I've seen used for training. The other one I've seen somebody training on was a Bell helicopter, but then that has to cost a fortune, because that R44 already costs a fortune per hour to train on. There's someone else going there. I think there's a Cessna coming in. Although it's a little bit high, so not sure it's actually coming in, or maybe it's somewhere up there. So that's definitely not landing. But the one behind it will be. I don't know why my phone shakes so much when it's on live. Well, we've seen that before. There's about 2 planes just joining the circuit now. It is getting a bit late, so I don't think those helicopters will be going anywhere. Or maybe they will. Right, we can get that, we can watch that going. We'll see that going, and then I'm gonna go myself. Go and have some lunch. It's 4 o'clock here in the UK, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Obviously, because if it was in the morning, nothing would be happening. And because that helicopter has already been up, it shouldn't take, once they get the engine started, off they go fairly quickly. Normally, if they're going from, if they start from the first time they start and get going, it takes a while actually. They're sitting there warming up the engine and whatnot for a while and doing all the checks, pre-checks. So, well, we just wait for that. Try and get the Cessna. All right, okay, that was quick. Right, here we go. Gonna take the opportunity to thank everybody for joining my live. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want. I'm always trying to film planes and whatnot. Occasionally I film me fixing my car, which I'm gonna be doing next week. But normally I film planes wherever I can. I go to air shows, I go to all sorts of places to film planes. So if you are into aviation, then please do subscribe. And as I said, putting a little like doesn't hurt. There is a British Airways PA-28 just landing. You'll see it go past there. That PA-28 also is always doing flight training, and I think it belongs to BA, that plane. And it's actually based here in at Elstree. Okay, that's giving it some power. There's a bunch of planes waiting at the end of the runway now to come back to park, because there's another plane coming in to land now, another PA-28 coming in to land, and there's 2 planes waiting at the end of the runway. I don't know if he's landing or doing a touch and go, but he's doing a touch and go. So the other 2 will be able to come back unless the helicopter goes. Hi Sean. It's going well, thank you. How are you? I'm actually gonna be leaving very soon, just after this helicopter goes, but thank you for joining for a few minutes. But are you into aviation? Don't forget to subscribe and like if you wish. So the 2 planes coming back from the end of the runway are just coming back now, the Cessna and the PA-28. And there goes the R-44. Hi Roy, how are you? There's the PA-28 as well. Glad to hear. I'm just here filming some helicopters and planes, but I will be going soon. I've been here already for about 50 minutes and it's now getting dark, and well, not quite getting dark. I am wearing sunglasses, that's probably why it seems to be dark. But no, but it is, the sun is going down now, and it's gonna get dark very quickly. Oh, thank you for joining and watching. I appreciate. Are you into aviation, or do you like planes and stuff? This is the British Airways PA-28. There's 3 people in there. Maybe they went out for a... Right. There's the R-44. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're into aviation. This is Elstree Aerodrome here in the UK. It's actually in the London vicinity. Where are you located, Roy? Are you in the UK or? So there's a Cessna going, and the R-44 is just waiting to cross the runway. So now he can go. Oh, you're in Malaysia. That's a very nice place. I stopped once in Malaysia while I was going to Australia to visit my brother. I was going to Melbourne in Australia, and we stopped in Malaysia for 1 day. I know, not long enough, but we managed to go out for the day and visit very quickly a couple of things, and had to get back to the airport. But it was nice. It was a very nice place. Oh, did you? So, are you originally? Where are you from originally? From Malaysia or? Oh, Kuala Lumpur. Yes, that's where we landed, in Kuala Lumpur. Nice. Very nice place. What's the weather like at the moment down there? Here is it's getting cold. Obviously, we're going into, well, we already gone into autumn, and starting to get cold, and the days getting shorter. But that is very true. Lots of Malaysians study in the UK. I actually met a Malaysian guy at uni. He was studying computer science or something like that. That was when I was at uni about 15 years ago. Very nice person. I think he went back to Malaysia, so haven't been in touch anymore. Oh, it's been raining over there. It has been raining a lot over here as well. I must admit, it's been raining a lot. And today the sun came out. There wasn't a cloud in the skies earlier. Now there are a few, and there are lots of birds actually. Loads of birds, actually. That's a different kind of plane, I guess. Well, it's nice to meet you. Yes, I am into piloting. I do have a private pilot's license, a PPL, and I fly from another airfield. I don't fly from this one, but this is my local, so I do come to film here often. But I fly from an airfield called Blackbush, and but I haven't flown in about 4 weeks. I need to get back to it, but I'm sure you're aware it's a little bit expensive. Well, anyway, well, thanks for joining my live, everybody, and thank you, Roy. Thank you for actually talking to me. I'm gonna get going now, and hope to see you next time. Definitely enjoying my life. You're very welcome. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and weekend, and hope to see you again here very soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Have a lovely day. See you. Thank you. Bye now.